Some key features of Topspin strain include compatibility with a wide variety of TEM systems, an easy-to-use workflow that guides the user through data acquisition, automated alignments to assist proper setup of the TEM, and full integration between data acquisition and analysis. Because it is an external system, Topspin strain is compatible with a wide variety of TEM columns. The Topspin strain computer communicates with the Digistar electronics to control both precession and scanning. Diffraction patterns projected on the TEM's fluorescent screen are captured by an external high-speed camera. The Topspin strain user interface has been designed for ease of use. A workflow design guides you through the strain acquisition experiment. The workflow divides the experiment into a series of manageable tasks. And within each task, there are individual actions or steps you can perform to complete the task. Only the control parameters required in each task are shown in the left-hand side. And only the relevant data for each task is shown in the central section. For example, the TEM survey task is designed for locating an area of interest in TEM mode, so it has a single display for the camera image, and steps and settings for controlling camera acquisition. Compare this to the focus task, which is designed to facilitate setting the pivot height. Here we have more displays and a different set of steps and settings. Many of the tasks in the strain workflow are for the automated alignments required to properly set up the microscope for PED acquisition. In the interest of time, we will only illustrate the actual data acquisition tasks here. The strain area task is used to acquire a reference image from the region of interest. First, a diffraction pattern is acquired from the sample. As the beam is scanned over the sample, the diffraction pattern integrated intensity from the blue circle is used to form a stem image. This reference image makes it easy to accurately set up the region used for series acquisition, as seen next. First, roughly size and position the desired acquisition area. We will set up for a 58 by 39 pixel map with 4 nanometer steps. During the series acquisition, the full diffraction pattern is captured at every position. A virtual stem image is also simultaneously formed, giving exact registration between the sample image and the diffraction pattern series. Topspin strain has 4 automated alignment procedures to ensure the best operating conditions: pivot point amplitude and phase, pivot point compensation, precession-induced offset correction, and pivot point height adjustment. In the interest of time, we will only show the pivot point amplitude and phase alignment. Starting with a converged probe, notice how the size decreases when the precession is turned off. To obtain the best spatial resolution, the pivot points must be adjusted to minimize this effect. We will disable the red overlay to make the images more clear. The automated alignment adjusts both the amplitude and phase of the pivot points to minimize the probe size during precession. Observe how the probe size when precession is turned on is now minimized. Topspin strain also has automated alignments for pivot point compensation and precession offset correction. The automated adjustment for pivot height is in the focus task of the workflow. The Topspin strain analysis workflow has 5 tasks: conditioning setup, series conditioning, grain identification, strain calculation, and strain visualization. In the interest of time, we will illustrate the last 2 tasks of the workflow. The motif structure used in the strain mapping algorithm can be fine-tuned in the strain calculation task. The spot markers can be moved to adjust the motif. The motif will be used to both correct geometric distortions in the diffraction patterns and to measure strain. The resulting strain maps can be inspected in the strain display task. Linked profiles can be generated for the XX, YY, and XY strain components for quick comparison. These profiles can be exported to an Excel-compatible format for more detailed inspection.